But okay, let's go back in time, when your 1752 treaty, let's just look around there at that time. Now, in Ontario, we were fighting against the British. And before 1763, we had captured 9 of 11 forts and killed everybody in all those 9 forts. So we defeated the British, but they were having problems against you guys here. They were in deathly fear of you for that reason. And of course, they're trying to fight to Quebec too, here and over in Europe. So they were very extended. So they were in absolute fear of you. And so your treaty is so important in terms of they were practically on their knees to get that from you. So, and that's what they got. But you were the boss. Now I'm going to connect it to section 25 and 35. Okay, your treaty is protected by not just one, by both sections. And section 35 will contain all of the rights that treaties don't give you. Treaties are primarily documents that introduce two nations. They don't get into a lot of details of what powers your nation has versus what powers that nation has. You don't really get into it, but you recognize the sovereignty of each of those nations. And your treaty, of course, was the first one, but it went into a lot of detail that they never did in other treaties, and a lot of different contexts. And of course, the first one was they were deathly afraid of you. You were king. You were the boss. You could have killed them off. That's what they were afraid of, because we did it. And even up to the end of the 1763 was very important in that the Royal Proclamation was made, and you guys were part of the reason that it was made. Okay, so it's also connected to your treaty, and that's very important news for you to know. I haven't told other people this, but now you know the two very important points. You were the boss. You were king, and they were deathly afraid of you. So that's why your treaty said what it said at the time. Oh, and the important thing of what it said is it stated a lot of detail about Aboriginal treaty rights. The fact that you could trade, that you could travel from here, there. You could set up your, well, you call them truck houses, but actually they'd be businesses today, because today you'd use a modern context, as other Supreme Courts have said. But that's the way it would have evolved. Now, Section 25 recognizes a 35, so that's important to you. And the other thing about the wording of Section 25, they can't derogate or abrogate from the true meaning of the treaties or your rights. Okay, so they're all always connected, and which means they can come in and reinterpret by opinions any other ways, including judges. They can't come in and reinterpret what was your Aboriginal and treaty rights. So where does that leave us? It means only we can do that. So, and it's a job that our people yet have to do.